Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Gamer Show. I am Fred Y. First of all, let me apologize. This is the second recording that we did. Me and Mike C, we did the show, but the audio just came out bad and I had to redo this. But today we're talking about PUBG. Now this is claimed to be exclusively on the Xbox One X, the console, but it's already out on the PC, as everybody knows. But before we start talking about it, as always, I'll have to give it a number of facts. And I give this a big fat ass 0. I'm going to tell you why. This game, even though it's in preview mode, it's been in preview mode for over a year, they still didn't get it right porting it over to the Xbox. And this is my main complaint. When the Xbox One X was announced, they announced PUBG being exclusive title, but being ported over to the Xbox One X, and it was promised that it was supposed to be 60 FPS. It's supposed to be an enhanced game. None of that shit is true. None of it is true. The textures look similar to GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64. The ported over controllers, the keyboard controllers ported over to Microsoft controllers is horrible. I mean, this game is just horrible on the Xbox One X console. And what they did was, it's supposed to be 60 FPS, like I said before. But an hour after that announcement was made by the developers, they retracted it and said that, well, look, it's going to have to run locked at 30 FPS all across the board. So now you're getting 30 FPS on the Xbox, the Xbox S, and the Xbox X. A lot of people paid $500 for this system primarily to get this game. And then we get bamboozled by it. Now, if you have it on the PC, it's a great game. It's a beautiful game. Being ported over to the Xbox, where they say it's enhanced in HDR, that's a fucking lie. Because the game doesn't even look all that hot on the PC. And then they ported it over to the Xbox One X. It doesn't look that polished. Now, I have to give a big shout out to my man TJ, because he came over and he actually played it on the X. When I got it, I just played it on my S. And I was like, these graphics are horrible. And I really didn't feel like playing it at all. And then when he came over, I said, well, let me show you what it looks like. He played it. It looked a little bit better, but it was still running lower than 30 frames per second. This thing would drop down to almost like 28 frames per second. And honest to God, man, when I seen this thing, I was like, the first thing that came up in my mind was a 486DX computer, old computer, and Sims. Not the Sims that y'all play now. I'm talking about the original Sims. That's how the graphics look to me. The controller scheme is way off, man. I mean, they did not get this right. And I understand people are going to say, well, it's in the preview mode, man. You should give it some time. No, man. For people that brought this game being promised 60 FPS, Microsoft and the developers let us down. And you know what the kicker is? Is that Microsoft is now advertising, if you buy the Xbox One X, you get a free copy of PUBG. And that, to most, is a slap in the face. A real slap in the face. First of all, you said that this game was going to run at 60 FPS. Then you backtracked. Now, this is the developer. You backtrack and say, okay, well, I have to lock it at 30 FPS all across the board. Which, you know, I'm sorry, but if you don't have an Xbox One X, you know, tough luck, man. I want the system. I bought the system because I wanted better game play. I wanted better graphics. I wanted better textures. I wanted 60 FPS. I wanted 4K. And this game promised nothing, man. It was a bait and switch. Is very horrible, man. I don't know how much more I can say about this game. And you know, fellow YouTubers, this guy named Crap Gamer. He is, oh my God, man. When I seen some of his reviews, because when I looked at it, I was like, well, look, man, let me just look at other people's reviews and see if I'm being too harsh on it. Because I'm known for being too hard on the game. But every other review, like Rich from USA Tech, I think it was called. I mean, he said the same thing. And then Crop Gamer, he was on the fence about it. He was like, even though it looks bad, it's a good game and all that other stuff. I mean, just wishy-washy. Hey, look, this game is horrible. It's some crap. It's some shit. It's a disappointment. It's a slap in the face to everybody who purchased the Xbox One X, being promised this game. It's not an exclusive game. It's on the PC that has been ported over to the Xbox. And a lot of fans are really disappointed. And I don't know if this is going to break down the future of the Xbox One X. If they're going to do this to other games. But we will see, man. But this game is some shit. But let me go ahead and give it a final verdict. Although I was excited about this game, I'm going to say pass. Okay? You can't rent it. You can only buy it because it's only a code. That's how you download it. But don't get this game, man. If you have a PC that can run this game, I would rather get it on that. You get 60 FPS. You get better graphics on there. You get better textures. You get another board besides the one shitty-ass board that Microsoft gives you on this game. I mean, it's just horrible. Don't get this game. Stay away from it. Alright? But like always, if y'all want to get in contact with us, you can hit us up at The Gaming Show. That's The Gaming Show with an A. And do all that stuff that Mike said. And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our Steam community and our website community where you can get some free stuff. And we'll see you next time on WWTF. We want the facts, The Gaming Show. Peace out.